Okay. Okay, we're on.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Michelle Eves, an online business coach and blogging expert. And what we have today on Coffee with the Girls, Healthy Body, Healthy Business, is talking about your daily activities, your DMO, daily method of operation. And it's so extremely important because if we don't have one of those set up, even like just basic structure, we can let ourselves get pulled away into cat videos or seeing something, and I can spend a whole night trying to figure something out that didn't matter at all. So daily method of operation is extremely important, and so I'm going to throw it over to Alana because she's going to talk to you some more about it.
Hello, Michelle. Hello, everyone. I'm Alana. I'm a single mom, first and foremost, online business owner, and blogging, and I love it. I love working from home. I love the not having the structure. I can't imagine going back to work. There's no way. I'm definitely unemployable. So anyway, I want to share with you a little bit, or we want to share with you a little bit why it's so important having a daily method of operation and what happens when you don't have it. Because I don't know about you, Michelle, but oh my gosh, I went for years with not writing things down, not journaling, not having my to-do list, my daily agenda. You know, it was brutal. So it's so important. You have to, we have to look at, we're in March already. We're at almost the middle of March, is it? I'm still lost in dates. The middle of March or almost the end of March. What does your time look like? What do your days look like? What are you doing to get your days working for you? I'm going to try and do the screen. I can't. Okay. So I have going to shoot a screen share, but I'm not going to. If you can take notes, and then I'll shoot out the replay, or Michelle will shoot out the replay for you, because there's a lot of information in here that I think will be very helpful for you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get a timer. Get a egg timer. Use your phone as a timer. The phones are a distraction. You can see my phone's turned off. I don't watch webinars anymore. I don't do webinars anymore without my phone being turned off, only because I'm always looking at my phone. It's always dinging. But you can always do the timer, or I have an egg timer I use. To set a timer, and don't do 6 hours straight of work. You know, do a half an hour and take a 5-minute break. Do a half hour, take a 5-minute break. Do it 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break to keep your half hours structured. I find that works the best. There's four things I do every day for my daily method of operation, and I'll break them down further to, a little bit later. Is first, we want to work on mindset. That is so important to get your personal development, to get your mind in success mode. Okay, so you want to read books, you want to watch videos, you want to journal, whatever you have to do, meditate. What you can do for 30 minutes a day to get your good mind going. that works best for me to do it first thing when I get up, do my gratitude list. The first thing I do in the morning before I even get out of bed is do a gratitude list. And then I get up and I brush my teeth and, do my stuff in the bathroom. And then I'll look in the mirror as I brush my teeth and I'll repeat my affirmations. Because that's another one that Michelle and I were speaking of this before, that we have to keep reminding ourselves that we are worthy. We are great. We are, amazing, because we get so stuck on taking care of everyone else that we forget ourselves. And how do you achieve greatness when you're not at your greatest? My question. Okay, the second thing I do, and some people do it later in the day. It doesn't matter when you do it, but do it. Set a time for exercising. Sometimes I'll do 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. Sometimes it's only 15 minutes a day if I'm, having a cleanse day or something, or I'm pressed for time. But I'm doing exercise to get my mind going, to get my body going, to clear my mind, because I'm quite often I'll get on my stepper and I have a problem that I'm trying to work out, whether it's business or personal. My kids drive me nuts. About you, but I have a 19-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I don't know. So what better time is to do it, to get on the stepper? Or this morning I had the stepper and my audio playing. So I had a half hour of personal development in there, as well as the half hour before. So it was kind of an hour of personal development. So I feel great. You guys you're in trouble. Okay, exercise. The third one I do is prospecting. The P word. So many times and for so many years, I didn't prospect. I did the 80-20 rule. I did the 80-20 rules, but I only did 20% of income producing activity, 80% of mindset, administration, whatever. It should have been reversed. But you have to get past the fear, step past your fear of doing prospecting. And your prospecting, we'll get into that a little bit more now, doing your Facebook messaging. You can do friends requests. Look at your friend requests. I went through mine yesterday. I had 76 friend requests from just the other day. I know, it was crazy, but half of them were just deleted. But the other half were really, really good requests. And, you start a conversation with them. So what I do is I accept the friend request. When I accept with the friend request, I shoot a message to them. And it can be something as simple as thanks for the friend request. I look at their wall and try and find something we have in common. If they're a mom or, a dog lover, something we have in common that we can relate to. And I try to develop a relationship that way rather than bombard them with my business opportunity. Because that's what thing you do not want to do. If you want to go pro, and I suggest you get that book, Go Pro by Eric Warr, because it is the best book on prospecting. If you want to be professional, be seen as a professional, you want to make sure that you're not spamming your link. You want to develop a relationship with them. I have notes here, so let me Make sure. Okay, review friend requests, get back to them. Okay, proactively engage with your target audience and market. And by actively engaging, I mean go to groups and comment on posts that people have done. Or if you go to Eric Ward or Tony Robbins' site and look at the posts that he's done and the comments that people are making, you can go through them. If there's a comment you like, hit like, comment on it. There's nothing wrong with it. More than often than not, they will follow you. Or the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is following people. You should follow at least 20 people a day. And some people think, oh, how can I do that? How can you do that? How long does it take you to follow a person? Not long. You know? Just hit follow. And it's a good way to get them to look at your wall. Because, you obviously want to be looking at their walls first because you want to make sure that it's someone that you're interested in following. So keep doing that. Follow people. You want to start contacting or connecting with at least 5 to 10 people a day. So from your friends list, from people that you can meet on social groups, like whatever interests you, whatever your target niche is, that you can connect with and start conversations and go back and forth. You want to expose 3 people minimum to your business every single day, because in 1 week, say you're doing it for 6 days a week, that's 18 presentations you're doing a day or a week. Out of those 18 presentations, do you think you're going to get 1 sign up or 1 person that you can say, if you're not interested, I understand that, things are looking. Do you know anyone else that would be interested in whatever you have to offer? It's a travel industry, get well, fitness, whatever. So make sure you're connecting with people, and that is so key. I can't stress it enough because it's something I didn't do for so many years, and I stayed stuck. I was stuck for so many years, and I was broke for so many years. So if you want to stay broke, then keep doing the 20% and the 80% of, if you want to go pro, do 80% of prospecting every time, every day. Get out there, be seen. There's other things you can do too. Your blogs, if you can find some blogs that interest you, that are targeted to your niche or your target audience, start commenting on those. Can you think of anything else, Michelle? Oh, yeah.
Are you done?
No?
Oh, okay. Then no, just keep going.
Okay. Okay, well, that for prospecting, I think I'm done there. The one thing I do want to stress is never send your link out unless they ask for it, because then you're going to be known as a spammer. Yesterday, in fact, I hit like on a post that some guys did. I don't know who it was, but I actually honestly liked the post, and I liked the post. He didn't mention thank you for liking my post, nothing. He says maybe you're interested in that, and he spams me, puts his link out, and I think, Where'd that come from? What? Number one, he doesn't know if I'm interested in it. If I, a marketer, he knows nothing about me. He doesn't know, zero, zero, zero. And I just nicely told him, is this the way you market, or asked him. And yeah, that's the way I do. I said, oh, are you doing it full time? No, I have just started. There's a surprise. He's retired. He's just retired from the Army, helping his wife at market. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I bet she appreciates this help. I could do that without. But, people don't realize that even at just a hello, how are you? A sincere, be authentic, be caring, be, your true self. And I don't mean, if you don't have anything in common with someone, don't even go there. You don't need it. There's enough people on the internet, 1.8 billion people or something on Facebook, that out of there, you can find people that you have something in common with, that you can strike up a conversation, that you want to actually work with. Because that's the other thing. People don't want to I don't want to just work with anyone. I've gotten really choosy. And, that comes in time. You might think when you're first starting out, you have to put your links up. You have to spam. You have to, take everyone. You know what? You can take anyone, but they're not going to stick with you. You want to go for longevity. You want to have the leaders, the longtime customers. You want to, build a business. And that's the big thing. So prospecting is my 80%, okay? Content creation is fourth, is very important. And I know Michelle is awesome at that, because I think she does blogs every single day. I used to. But she's very consistent. I'm more for Facebook posts, but you want to do one piece of content a day that's really eye-catching, that's, you can have people commenting on, you can send out to your list, you can send out to, Facebook book groups, whatever. But the content creation is, that's key. And that's something that, if you're new to network marketing, maybe, not go for the blog right away, concentrate on videos, get a video, because that's huge. You can do a 2-minute video that is up for life, and you don't have to put your link on the video. You just want to talk about your, if it's a shake or whatever, talk about your shake, talk about the minerals, talk about the nutrients, talk about the protein count, whatever. Don't mention the name of it. Don't have anything there. You want to have an air of mystery. So blogging, I'm big on blogging. I think unless you want to be seen as a professional, you have to have a blog. Home on the internet, eh? Home on the internet. You can do it one of two ways. There's the free blogs. I've never gone that way. I do my hosted blogs that I pay. I'm with a company that I'm actually just using the blog right now. That's for the main, that's what I'm doing with the blog. It's an awesome blog. It's a WordPress blog, and it gets out there, and it gives you more for your, you can do one blog and have, how many eyeballs getting to that one blog. Whereas you're talking to people, you can spend 2 hours a day talking to people that you're only talking to 2 hours of people. You can blog and you can have 1,000 people eyeballs on your blog, or 2,000, or 4,000, whatever your your audience is. So I don't know. Okay, I would suggest, the daily DMO. I'm not going to do, you have to do half an hour of this, half an hour of that, half an hour of this too. You have to figure out what you're going to spend in an hour or a day doing your business. If you're spending 5 hours a day, great. You can do, break it down then. Two hours of prospecting, 2 hours, and then an hour. And that's, 2 hours of prospecting. That can be a lot of content, or a lot of people that you can get to, and just, you do that too by making phone calls, chatting on Facebook, messaging people, commenting on their posts. There's different ways to do it, but spend 2 hours in the morning and the night. And again, was, like I said earlier, half-hour blocks, and take your 5 minutes rest. You walk around, do jumping jacks, whatever, crunches. Just get stretching, get your mind going again, or not going. I guess you're not going. So I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. Yeah. So it's, as far as the DMO goes, you have to have a plan in place. You have you want a success. You don't just shoot from the hip. You're just waiting, seeing what sticks together against the wall, and you have to have your plan in place. So, yeah. Can you think anything else you want to add?
Yeah. So I helped lead a boot camp, and this actually was something that we talked about Tuesday. I want to say last night, but it was 2 nights ago. You definitely want to have a schedule of things that you must do every single day in your business. And so Alana went through hers. Let me go through some of mine, and it's kind of similar. I, of course, I'm going to phrase it differently, but basically it's the same thing. So I, get up, do my gratitude journal. I do the personal development. I listen to the audio, the mindset call every single morning. I can definitely tell a difference if I accidentally sleep through the call. There's a difference there that happens. There's that shift there that reminds you in the morning right off the bat. And then you want to build your audience. You want to go and, like Alana was saying, go find people that you can talk to, or, just start communicating with, going to Todd Falcone, Ray Higdon, Susan Slies, whatever's a Facebook wall, and just start commenting on comments that people make. They will follow you. You will get friend requests, and you can build a community that way. You have to find people to respond to you. And the only way to do that is to go out there and be seen. You must be visible. And so you begin being visible by doing things like that. And then you want to engage those people. You must put out value. You must put out value every single day, whether that's in a video or a Facebook post or a blog post or a combination. just a sentence, anything. You must put out some kind of value every single day to engage that audience. You want them to be engaged with you. You don't want to have, let's say, 1,000 people on your fan page, or 200 or 2,000, 2,000 friends, and nobody's engaging with you. That's not going to do you any good. Okay. So you must have engagement. And so you need to do things that will be of value to people, answering their questions, or solving a problem that they have, or solving something for them, teaching them how to do something. Definitely value. And then, of course, through your engagement, through building that audience, you can then sell your audience. Okay. And it can be something as like you give a video, you talk about a video, you give value in that video, you solve a problem that they're having. And then at the very end, you say, if you want help, if you need help with this, message me or go to my blog or whatever. And from there, you've got things that will indirectly sell them without spamming your link, without putting your link in that video, without being that spammer. And I had one too yesterday that was like, and I make a point that every friend who friend requests me, or every person who I friend request, once we accept, I always send a message. Thank you. I look for something that we can connect with, and I start a conversation that way. This person somehow got by me, and I didn't see a message that we had gone back and forth before. So I don't know if this was from somebody from years ago or what, but all of a sudden I just get this link. Hey, you want to know more about such and such company? Click here. And I'm like, where did that come from? That's just not the way to do it. Okay. And so I have that hang up of not wanting to look like that too. And so sometimes that holds me back. But, we have to do things to build our business. We have to make money doing our business, right? We have to make money, or it's a hobby.
Yeah.
So we have to do things like that. And so having a daily method of operation, I'm going to reach out to 5 people a day. If you are only reaching out to 1 or 2 people a day, or maybe 0, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to be reaching out to 20 people a day. Your brain's going to be saying, no, you won't. And day 1, you'll reach out to maybe 1 or 2, and your brain's going, see, I told you it's not 20. And day 2, maybe 1 or 2 or 0, and your brain's going, see, I told you couldn't do 20. And then by day 3, you're like, forget this, because because you overshot what you could do. So if you are used to reaching out to 0 or 1 or 2, shoot for 5. If you're used to reaching out for maybe 5, to maybe 5 people a day, shoot for 10. But you have to make it something to where it's believable. Your brain can believe it. Okay. And then you have to build that audience. You have to engage that audience. You have to provide value. And so, these are things that everybody needs to do. And what Diane Hockman says, and I love, is her 0-level marketing. And what that means is there are 3 things that you promise yourself that you are going to do every single day, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're laying on your sick bed, you're going to be doing this. You're going to either be putting a Facebook post out, or doing a quick video, emailing your list, something. You're going to be doing something no matter what. And that's huge because that keeps that engagement going. So one other thing that we talked about is accountability. We can sit and we can put on our planner, okay, today I'm going to do this, 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 and that, and that's going to be my DMO for today. That's going to be my schedule. And then we sit down and we get on Facebook and we get sidetracked very easily on social media. And I am no exception to that. And I'll get sidetracked, and before I know it, I work my business at night. Before I know it, it's 10 o'clock. Mark wants to go to bed, and have done absolutely nothing on my list. Okay. And so if I had an accountability partner, then that will allow me to think, wait a second, I have to tell this person, yes, I did this, or no, I didn't do this. And so an accountability partner allows your brain to remind you what you need to be doing, because you have to account for that at the end. Okay. And it doesn't have to be somebody who's going to be pounding you into the ground if you don't do what you say you're going to do, but it can't be somebody who's going to go, well, that's okay either, because that's no accountability.
No, I found for myself, as a coach or an accountability partner, myself, I'll just say, okay, if you've made the commitment to do 5 people a day, so at the end of the week, we should have 30 people. So Monday, I'm going to get on the phone with them, and they're going to tell me, I did 35 people. Okay, great. Oh, you only had 12. Okay, well, that's not bad. Can we shoot for 30 this time, next week, And, or they tell me no, nothing. Okay, I'll do it once, twice. The third time they do it, you're on your own. I'm going to give you the Facebook group and the other tools that I have available with my company, but you don't have me anymore. And that's the thing that, I think that is so important for myself too, because I have an accountability partner that if I phone her on Monday and I haven't done it, and I am guilty, I feel guilty if I haven't done it. I know I have had a really bad week. I've had a lot going on. Life got in the way. I thought, I'm going to just tell her. And I got on the phone and I said, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't do it this week. And, I admitted and I felt bad. And that's what accountability is doing for us, is because you feel bad, are you going to do the same thing next week? Next week, I did what I was going to do plus 10. Okay. And I had 2 signups. I wasn't taking any chances. But that's why your business is going to succeed. Because this business is what, a 90% failure rate, 2% success rate. Are you going to be in the 2%? I am. How about you? I want everyone that's watching this is to be on the 2%. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. That's awesome. That's exactly what I was getting to, the guilt. And no, we don't need more guilt in our lives, but it helps us do things that we don't want to do because we made the commitment to do them.
Yeah.
And we know that we need to do it for our business. So if it was just us, if it's just me sitting here, I have my list of things I need to do, but maybe I just don't feel like doing it. So who's to know I didn't do it? Right? So they get put off till tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow is like, I don't feel like doing it again. And I don't do it. Pretty soon, I don't have a business at all.
Yeah.
Right? So accountability is extremely important. You must have a schedule. And I'm telling you, I am not somebody who schedules. I hate scheduling anything. I always have. I have thousands of to-do lists laying around, but I hated scheduling. And so I have to admit, it's extremely important to schedule these things, because if you don't have them scheduled, number one, you are going to go way off task.
Yeah.
And not come back to what you need to do. And number two, the accountability. Have an accountability partner is extremely important. Again, something I was really against. Until finally somebody said to me, how come you're not doing it? I don't know. And they're like, all right, well, we're accountability partners now. And it's like, oh, crap. But it's true. Business grows when you have accountability.
Yeah. And that's what we're here to do, is help people grow their business faster than we grew ours.
Exactly. 20 years, both of us.
40 years together.
Yeah. If we knew this stuff back then, it wouldn't have taken 20 years.
That's right. That's right. Oh, boy. Yeah.
So I'm done.
I think the only thing I want to say is I would like everyone that does this to do a DMO, to do it on paper, write it down, and commit for 90 days. And you're going to see your business growing. If you're connecting with 30 people a week, that's 120 people a month that you're connecting with. Do you not think you're going to get at least 3 or 4 customers out of 120 people? Okay.
At least.
Yeah. So do it for 90 days and you can watch your business grow, because that's what I did. And that's, as soon as I found my accountability partner, as soon as I gave the commitment that I was doing this every single day to connect with people. And it was scary to connect with people. And I'm not an introvert, I'm an extrovert, but I didn't want to feel stupid or,
or a spammer.
Yeah. But there's difference between building a business and getting to know your clients or your customers and really feel their pain. Find out their pain, number one. But get to know them. And, I'm not saying you have coffee with them or dinner or sleepovers. But, get to know them like people, not just a number or a dollar sign. That's the big part. That's the big point for me this week. I had fun this week.
Awesome.
Yeah. I love this though. I think because this is what makes your business. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing else.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And it's great to see you. And we will see you next Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Central Time, 2:30 Eastern. And have an awesome week. Go create your DMO and find an accountability partner. That's your assignment. All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Gina. Could talk to you in a few minutes, eh?
Okay.